Hi, I'm Peter Kearney from My Food Garden. I wanted to talk to you today about tuning up soil, particularly in the subtropical climate, which can be tricky at times, but most of the year it's great for producing a lot of food. We've had a very dry time here in southeast Queensland, and we're now in December, close to Christmas, only 2 days away. And so I want to discuss the process by looking at this bed here, which this garden was created at this time last year. It's only 12 months old, chipped out of grass, soil loosened, beds formed out of digging paths pushing upwards. So this bed at the top of the slope, shallow soil about that deep, pretty shallow. We still managed to produce a lot of cropping out of here. There were root crops in here and some onions there that are the remainder of at least 300 onions that were cropped out of this space up to just past where the pitchfork is. But it needs work, and usually at this time of the year I feed the soil through a living process. So the steps here quickly are I've taken the mulch off. There's some minerals that are going to go onto the soil, gypsum, rock dust, biodynamic soil conditioner is going on to stimulate the living process. The soil will be wet. It's going to rain over the next few days, forecast hopefully, and then I'll plant these seeds. These cowpea seeds, which is a legume, they're going into this bed and the 8 other beds in this garden that will be planted out with green manure as well. So one of the tactics that I normally use on a slope in having paths is having a deep layer of mulch on the paths during the year, and this breaks down into soil. So here this is actually turned into some soil, so that'll probably add about that much depth to the bed, and I'm going to narrow this bed a bit. So then I'm aiming to get the depth to a bit more, probably 15 centimeters, and it was 10. And when we started it was less. So each year as I do that I get deeper and deeper soil by using a living process. Alright, so to conclude with this green manure process, the seeds go in at the end of this week. They take 3 months. The process takes 3 months. They take 2 months to grow up. Then they're cut down, laid on the bed. They break down into the soil. No need to turn the soil. So by March next year, late March, we're ready to start planting, which is coming into the right time of the year to put lots of crops in. It's pretty hot hot and wet and humid over the next 3 months, and it's tricky to grow lots of things. Having said that, one of the beds in this garden is going to be laid with some beautiful biodynamic compost, and we'll be using shade structures and planting cucumbers, zucchinis and lots of leafy plants in there, and it'll crop well, but it's planted in beautiful compost. Okay, that's it from me, from Peter Kearney from My Food Garden, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.